And while Meghan's launching her new project, Harry was off surfing with Archie. Now, this photo was initially uploaded as part of a reel by a professional surfer, Ramona van Bastelet, but it's since been deleted. Louise, Harry and Meghan have been very careful in keeping their kids out of the public eye, and absolutely zero objection from me. But I do like this sort of thing. It's definitely the more endearing side of Harry. Your thoughts?
Well, I feel Harry's best audience is always children. They clearly absolutely adore him. He has a great and natural charisma with younger people, and you can see his own children absolutely adore him as well. I mean, that fantastic Christmas shot where you just see the back of Archie and Lilibet's beautiful red hair, I might add. You can see how much joy is in their faces as they run towards their parents. And yes, I agree, 100%. They've done a terrific job in keeping their children out of the limelight. But perhaps in a way, a photo of him surfing with his son at Kelly Slater's special surf school would have been a great way to endear him to a new generation of royal fans as well, because it's very natural and it's a very wholesome way to kind of illustrate his life as a dad. So, you know, while we like to see it, I think overall I do respect their decision to not publish these photos. And look, the photo did go up and then it was taken down. So I wonder whether that was maybe some conversation in the background as well about privacy for these young children.
Entirely possible. And Angela, on to the Danish royals, and it's been a year since the abdication of Queen Margrethe of Denmark. How have King Frederick and Queen Mary fared over the year?
Look, it's been rocky, but also a masterclass in public relations. If you remember, Caroline, we were sitting here this time last year. The Queen abdicated, which we weren't expecting. Frederick and Mary were suddenly thrust into the role. We didn't think that they had any idea that that's what was going to happen, but they've taken to it admirably. I would say it was a shaky start. We didn't see Mary at many events with Frederick at the beginning of the year, but then this of course, became on the back of the fact that he was seen with a Mexican socialite, in Spain, Geneva Casanova, and there was never any confirmation of the nature of their friendship / relationship, but there was obviously tremendous speculation about the state of the royal marriage. What I think they've done towards the end of the year is perform admirably. They've done interviews. We've seen a lot of them. We've seen them together. We've seen a lot more of Prince Christian. And the work that they've done has been really aligned with how they want the monarchy to look going forward. They obviously have to appeal to a traditional fan base, but they're very progressive in the things that they follow and the causes that they highlight. So I think Mary's doing astonishingly well. I also think that she brings to the relationship an edge, whereas, Prince Frederick's not that comfortable speaking in public, whereas he brings to her a more of a softness. So I think they're very compatible. Hopefully they'll see it through.
Hopefully. And look, each year on New Year's Eve, the Danish monarch delivers an address. And this year was King Frederick's first address. He expressed gratitude and the support, obviously, for his Australian-born wife, Queen Mary. And look, like I've said, it's been quite a year, but he did say this: standing on the balcony together with Queen Mary as Denmark's king and queen, taking it all in, or at least trying to. Moved and overwhelmed, this is what I take with me. This is what we take with us forever, and 1,000 thanks. Louise, what are your thoughts on the address? He's got very big shoes to fill.
He certainly has. I mean, I can only draw a parallel between King Charles and his mother when he had to fill her shoes, of course, in doing speeches. And I do wonder whether King Frederick maybe has taken a leaf out of Charles's book, because I saw some similarities in the topics and the people they thanked and the things they talked about as well. And I felt it was a very sincere and thoughtful speech by King Frederick. And I think this time next year he would have grown more into giving that speech, which is obviously a huge event for him. And you could see there was a little bit of some nerves in there as well, but overall I think he did a terrific job, and under the spotlight, where a lot of people will be wondering if he was going to just copy what his mother did, or whether he was going to branch into more about modernising the monarchy in Denmark itself, which he did. And he talked about Denmark playing a role in unifying world peace and sustainability. So again, some parallels I could draw between him and King Charles, definitely.
And some absolute humility there, which I think never goes astray. But Louise, I just want to stay with you. Zara and Mike are in Australia this week for Magic Millions. What can you tell us?
Well, the event is this weekend. Sunday, of course, is the polo and the show jumping, which will be a fantastic event. I'm lucky enough to be going along this year, which will be wonderful to see Mike and Zara in action. And I have to say, when you see them in the crowd there, they are totally natural and approachable. Obviously, they're still very regal, but there's no sort of airs and graces. And the Magic Millions event itself, which is a fabulous boost to the Queensland economy. I think last year it drove $52 million in revenue, which is outstanding. There's an entry point for everyone, the ordinary Australians who come to watch it, and also the royal and the high-end business and celebrity clientele who come along as well too. So to see Zara in action, of course, she's an accomplished horsewoman. She gets out on the course quite early on Sunday and rides the ponies, and there's a celebrity race afterwards as well. And again, she's a great champion of Australian designers. Last year she wore a Rebecca Valance number, which was a beautiful blue and white striped dress. So I'm very keen to see what she'll be wearing on Sunday.
Absolutely, and we look forward to a recount of it afterwards. Louise and Angela, thank you very much.